What's up, guys? Been a while since I've posted a video. Today I just wanted to do a quick how-to on how to change a distributor on a 95 Civic. It'll be generally the same idea for any Civic from 88 to 2000, I believe, and Integras are pretty close to the same. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, first of all, you can see that I do have the intake tube taken off here. It's actually right there. This is our distributor, the believed culprit. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out this bolt here, this one down here, and this guy right here, which is right there, and these two plugs, and of course your plug wires. You do want to keep track of where the plug wires are in accordance to the cylinders. It will cause a misfire. So let me do that real quick. Alright, now that you've gotten your distributor out, just a side note here. These three bolts that I mentioned are 12mm bolts, but once you have them out, it'll look like this. And obviously the seal on my distributor is bad. In case you noticed that from the engine bay shots, it was leaking pretty well there. So hopefully this other distributor fixes that. And just on a side note, I am going to be switching the cap and rotor to my other distributor I got. I got it from my brother, and it's a known working distributor because I think the actual cam position sensor is bad in this. So I'll be showing you how to switch the cap and rotor over too. So alright, removal of the cap is this screw here, and this screw, and it's literally just, you can use a Phillips head or a 8mm if you strip the Phillips head, which is very easy to do on these. I actually prefer using a socket the majority of the time, but I had a screwdriver handy, so I figured I'd try my luck, and I actually got them out without stripping them this time, which is kind of nice. By the way, I'm doing this all one-handed, which is pretty phenomenal for me considering I'm right-handed and I'm definitely using a screwdriver with my left hand. But yeah, now when we take the cap off, there will be a rubber gasket that goes all the way around the cap. That will be transferring over to, and yeah, if that usually if the cap seal goes bad, you'll get intermittent misfires, or it'll misfire. The most you'll notice it'll misfire when it's wet outside, or not really wet, but humid. That's the word I'm looking for. It'll misfire when it's humid out. Alright, and once you got this out, that's the cap. This is the gasket I was talking about right here. This one right here. You can barely see it right there. A little rubber gasket there. That's the one we'll be transferring over to this, which does not have one. But first we got to take the rotor off. Cap is off, it's right there. The rotor, the screw for that is right there. So hopefully that doesn't get stripped too. So let me take that out real quick so my camera would focus. There we go. Alright, give me one moment, take this rotor off, and we'll start swapping everything over. Alright, and with the cap and rotor off, this is what it looks like. Looks exactly like this one, which is the new one. This is the old one with the believed bad crank sensor, or camshaft sensor rather. So now we're going to swap everything from this one to this one. And it's literally the reverse process. By the way, if your rotor gets stuck on this, what I found is a small screwdriver like this one, and just a little bit of wiggling goes a long way. So here we go. Alright, now that we got the rotor on the new distributor here, you can see the, no you can't, the screw right there. And just put the cap on, got the gasket in there too. Those are usually pretty easy, just pull them right out and they come right out. So, cap goes on, like so. It only goes on one way, can't really mess it up. And then the screws go in here. You just tighten them down, put the distributor back in. Alright, and just as the installation process, literally the reverse, or taking it out, reverse installation. Make sure your spark plug wires are in the right spot. These are 12 mils, these are 8 mils or Phillips head. And all you have to do is put your intake back on and then you're all done. And it should start and run. You may have to loosen these bolts right here, the three you use to take them off, to adjust it, as it does have slide adjustments either backwards or forwards. So, with that being said, you may have to adjust it, but should be fine. Nice and simple fix.